Hey y'all, long time no talk, or no video, whatever. So, for those of you that don't know, I live all the way down South Alabama, and it recently snowed here, which is, like real snow. So, that being said, for an entire week, my entire county was shut down because we don't know how to drive in the snow. I don't even think our vehicles are equipped to drive on ice. And it was nice, so I took a little break anyways. Thought I would come on here and see what everybody is doing, tap into some energies because I miss it. And oftentimes whenever I need to share myself or express myself, you can call it channeling, whatever. I just call it expression at this point. I will get, my nose is starting to run, severe anxiety, it has to come out. But I know I'm tapping into a large group, and for this specific group, I feel like you've been, sorry if you hear a lot of noise in the background, that would be someone trying to make a smoothie, and the blender is just not cooperating. Anyways, for this group, you've been in a period where maybe things weren't really going your way. There was a lot of stagnation, no movement, a lot of detours and delays, right? Those detours and delays served such a beautiful purpose because they were leading you away from roads that would lead you down self-destruction and redirecting you towards where you're meant to be. And I feel like things are about to rapidly take off. So you've had plenty of time of, chillaxing, if you would like to say. Sorry. And now you've had plenty of time in preparation is what I'm trying to say. So get ready to be busy. So I have two different decks out. I have Out of Hand Tarot and just the original tarot. Now I've already shuffled both. I will say from the original tarot I kept seeing Nine of Cups. Which one? I have not used original tarot in a while. Let me use that. So I'm gonna shuffle once for y'all. Okay. Glad y'all couldn't see that because that was terrible. Let's do that again. So what does the collective, my collective tuning in, need to know? Also, I feel like you're moving out of a period of intense shadow work. Facing those parts of yourself, not ignoring them, not shunning them, but embracing them, bringing them into the light. Okay. Well, so this period moving forward is not a time to isolate, although it may feel tempting. Okay? So the time where you're moving out of feeling left out in the cold, alone, left behind. I feel like you're leaving parts of yourself behind that no longer serve you. It's like a farewell to the old. Maybe many of you have experienced quite profound endings even. Okay? And in those times of the endings, it'll be different for everyone. You did have to go into introspection, but now, no more, okay? Because this is you. The Empress, which is beautiful. The Empress is everything. There's no better card to me than the Empress. She is all things love, beauty, creation. She embodies all of the archetypes in the tarot, okay? So on each side of the Empress, right, we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So as you're sitting there in your element, Taurus may be significant, Taurus and Venus especially. Okay, so like this Knight of Cups is sneaking up behind you. You're facing forward. You're not paying attention to what's going, you're just in your own element. But there is some movement happening. Like, there's some offers coming fast. Okay? This could be multiple people or the same person. Regardless, this is people or a person who is very much clear in heart and mind about you. Why? King of Cups. Somebody is ready to... Somebody is wearing their heart on their sleeve. Somebody knows your worth. Because you have discovered your own worth. And they're coming forward. So, after all the detours, delays, the turnarounds, this is your wheel turning in your favor. Where everything you've gone through, every setback, every detour, every hardship, every farewell has led you to where you are now and where you are about to find yourself. You've done so much healing, and now it's like the stars are shining down upon you. You may feel like you lost out on something, but honey, you have not. You are being prepared. You're being prepared to be handed something way bigger than you've ever previously experienced. There's an open doorway that you're walking through. A doorway you have never had access to before. Let me just move into the other deck. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the Hermit card I threw. You're the Nine of Pentacles. You don't rely on outside validation. You validate yourself. You are solid within. You have discovered what the true meaning of wealth and fulfillment is. And you understand that that is only found within you. You could have all the riches in the world, but if you don't feel right and good within you, what's the point of having all the riches in the world, right? I kept seeing the Nine of Cups too. So here it is in the other deck. So it's like through this process of the detours and delays, setbacks, whatever. Maybe you thought there was something particular you wanted, and along the way you discovered, that's not what I want. This is what I want. This is far from what I want. And since you got clear on that, and you got clear within, here it is. Empress again. So it's like a seed was planted within you, and you had to discover what that seed was. It's like your inner self was guiding you towards this wish fulfillment, and you were going in the wrong directions, hence the delays, the detours, etc. But now you have discovered what that is. Therefore, it has grown. And look, the Five of Pentacles, again, past due. So what I'm getting from this is long past due for you. There were so many signs along the way. You were being guided the entire time. All the times you felt alone, without direction, you had direction. These might have been subtle signs or subtle feelings. But you started taking inventory and you started noticing and following that path. And since you know exactly what that is, Three of Wands, you're packing your bags, it says, time to go. You know exactly where you're going and what you want. And that's because you know what you want. And because you know what you want, you've walked away from what you know is never going to fulfill you. You've let go of the BS. You've let go of the facade. You've let go of deceiving yourself and robbing yourself of your joy. And now, adventure awaits. So, what you're walking away from is this constant, endless, never-ending story of disappointment. There was a road you were on that constantly led you to disappointment. No matter how hard you tried, no matter how hard you healed, how much work you put in, nothing seemed to pay off on this specific road. Because it was not meant for you. There was something way grander, way bigger meant for you that you were not yet able to perceive. Because you were so caught up on a particular thing, situation, relationship, whatever it may be. Alright. This is what's coming for you, the Sun. Your inner child has been leading you to this fulfillment. This is something your inner child has been craving since you were a child. Your inner child has been nudging you and guiding you. We all have an inner child. Okay, so as I spoke about that seed that was planted within you, through all the setbacks, delays, the disappointments, you discovered something was not for you. You eventually surrendered and accepted the fact, and you let it go. It got to a point where you were just like, this ain't it. And you're like, now that I've let this go, I'm feeling this pull somewhere else, which you began to quickly gain curiosity towards. You began studying this seed to learn more about it. Learn more about yourself and what you're truly desiring and needing and what you're deserving of, first of all. Knight of Swords again. This card says now. Megaphone, it's go time. You've decided. You know what it is. You know what you want. And now that situation, job, whatever it may be, person, can come to you because you cleared the way. Stop it. This involves a King of Cups. I'm not really into astrology and the zodiac signs, because I believe we all possess the archetypes of the zodiac signs, but this would be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. we have all of the signs in our chart, okay? But this is an emotionally intelligent person, emotionally available person, a provider, a nurturer that is well balanced, and is very receptive with that wedding ring here to the same seeds within you about whatever it is you want. There's a mutual agreement between you and another that will soon become made aware to you. What'd I say? Ace of Swords. I feel like you've thought about this and pondered it in the past. You're like, no, can't be. It's the same old path. Oh, what's that song? It's coming to my mind. Traveling down the same path I've always known. It's like, nope, stay in my comfort zone. Taking the path I've always known. I know that's not the right lyrics, so don't quote me. But you felt this draw in this direction because that seed was planted within you. It was meant for you. And you finally get it. You finally got clear within. And because you're clear within, things can finally start moving for you. Someone's been observing you. Maybe you are a speaker of some sort, you're in the public eye, I don't know. Maybe you do podcasts. Someone's been watching you closely, interested in what you do, learning from you, waiting for you to put on them roller skates and decide to skate down that avenue on an adventure, meeting them halfway. Because what they have to offer you is an overflowing cup of love. This is someone that is ready to release, help take some of the burdens off of you. The path you were on was so burdensome. You had to do everything on your own, way too freaking much. You literally you were carrying the weight on your shoulders, and you did not ask a single soul for help. See right here? There's a house in the background. There's like a farm. This is where it's leading you to with whoever this is. Again, I guess this is a love reading. Could be a business partnership. I don't know. So all that you've been through was not in vain. It was preparing you for this happy wish fulfillment. This table has been prepared for you specifically. All you had to do was choose it, to choose yourself. And sometimes choosing yourself means understanding what it means to choose the right people for you, and understand what people are not for you and who you can never rely on. And you know, to each their own. Everybody's on their own journey, no hard feelings. But intuitively, you knew this all along. That the route, the road, the direction you were heading for far too long was a dead end. And you finally heeded that call. And you turned yourself around and took the path less traveled. Because you've done so. The really learning about your motives, what it is you're doing, why you keep going down this path. Is it truly for you? Understanding what it is you're truly desiring and wanting out of this experience that we call life. Right? You got clear with the Ace of Swords, right? And this is you granting yourself your very own justice, because you've chosen yourself. You pulled back your energy from whatever it may be, and you have now balanced the scales. It's been you've been waiting on all this time. All those things you were waiting on manifesting, you were the holdup. You weren't choosing you. You weren't honoring you. And now that you've taken the time to do so, you said, hold up, wait a minute, this ain't gonna serve me, this ain't for me. You stop right there, sir, ma'am. You cannot cross this threshold. You cannot reach me any longer. Access denied. And it's interesting because through choosing yourself, obviously you came into this inner union of your inner masculine and feminine, the brain and heart coherence, right? Working in synergy, choosing yourself in one particular direction, honoring yourself, your true desires, not going against yourself. I'm hearing you're unstoppable now. Nobody can convince you otherwise, whereas before, maybe you kept trotting down the same broken path towards the same dead end because there was so much confusion, so many opposing energies saying, well, you know, this, that, trying to get you to do things that were against what you intuitively knew you needed to do or was not right for you. But you drowned out the noise. And because so, you're about to be rewarded with something major a lot sooner than you expected. And this is a surprise because it's coming from a completely different direction, from a completely different source. Because you tapped into the source within you. You didn't give up on yourself, even with all those doubts, which could have been that 5 of Wands, the doubts. You could be overly empathetic and was like, well, if I walk away from this direction, then they'll feel this way and they'll think this way. You know what? Who cares? They're not living your life. Ultimately, your life is yours to live. If you are miserable in a certain place, if you are not considered, if you are not respected and honored in the ways that you deserve to be, you pack your bags and you get out of town. I feel like you began to drown out that noise because you can hear clearly now. You know it's coming, and this might have already arrived for you. I don't know. Okay, I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles here, which I don't usually see it this way. Look at here. It's like she has these 2 pentacles, or he has these 2 pentacles right here. Maybe you were focused on these 2 pentacles for quite some time, right? But the safe, to unlock it, had a different pentacle entirely. You put your hand on that pentacle and opened that freaking door yourself for you to walk through, because you are the freaking key. You are the magic. You are the power. Nothing and no one else. I don't care who says what. Oh, you need to rely on me in order to get you over here or to succeed. No. Don't trust anyone that says that. You. Honor you. Listen to you. This is giving me breadwinner here. This is giving me overnight success. This is giving me the last become first, the first become last. All because you're listening. You got very clear on that seed. That seed was getting loud as you were trotting down the wrong path. You're like, am I really going the right way? Is this really fulfilling? Is this how I want to spend the rest of my life? And it's like something sparked within you. And the truth became clear, and you knew. You listened to that wise inner voice. And now, didn't I say like movement was about to happen suddenly, quickly, where you were a period of time slowing down, stagnant, not much happening, just kind of sitting still? That was your rest time to embrace. Get ready to be busy. Okay. With the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, this is definitely you coming together with the right people for you, through making the choice of choosing you and choosing those who also choose you, that are good for you, that are in alignment with you. And you know who those people are by how they make you feel, by how you feel when you're with them. You know, oftentimes this cannot be put into clear words or made sense of logically. It's a feeling, it's a knowing, and that is enough. Everything is a vibrational frequency. And yes, you can think positive logically all you want to, but ultimately it comes down to the feeling. The feeling is the supercharge, which changes each vibrational output you are sending out. Always rely on that emotional guidance system, and you will never go wrong. I'm also getting you've been guided through this process the whole time, guided to this celebratory time. The dark days are over for you. You will soon have a community around you, maybe several people, and you might have to get used to this because you probably are somewhat of a homebody or hermit. You might go through a little bit of social anxiety through this period, but these are your people and they will make you feel comfortable, so don't hide away.